Was a social drinker. Anyways, yeah, let me piss off all my right-wing friends. Jesus was a social drinker. I'm not trying to be political. It's a song, man. If it bothers you, well, that's you, man. Anyways, so here's the thing. I almost bought this today. What do you mean you almost did? You're holding the time. Well, I almost bought a bottle of it, but it was about 25. Nah, I'm not going to. Well, it was about. Yeah, it's about 25. It was a little over 25. I can't remember exactly now. Anyways, I got all my other stuff. Went to check out, and they had these little bottles at the counter, 5 for $5. A buck a piece, man. Are you following me? So I bought 5 of them. Fistful of Bourbon, a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. Fistful of Bourbon. It is 90 proof. A blend of straight bourbon whiskeys, aged a minimum of 2 years. Bottled by William Grant and Sons. I think that says Edison, New Jersey. Please enjoy it responsibly. Well, I've never met responsibility, but if I did, I'd enjoy her. Anyways. Anyway, so I'm going to have some rocks and neat, but I'm going to start with the rocks. So I get a lot of oak right away on the nose, some vanilla. But yeah, I got very woody is what I picked up right away on my rocks here. A hint of cinnamon as well there. Gosh, that's good. A lot of sugars right away, right? As I say, I wasn't getting a lot of sugars on the nose. I was getting a lot of big woody oak notes, along with a hint of cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla as well, but a lot of oak. Well, as soon as I took that drink, boy, it was all sweet, baby. Honey, raw sugar is what I pick up the most. A little bit of maple, maybe. I'm not going to say brown sugar because I'm really not feeling any molasses notes. It feels more like a raw sugar and honey notes. Yeah, you get to that finish, again, those big oak notes, a whole lot of cinnamon, almost hot tamale like cinnamon. Yes, a lot, man, hot tamale cinnamon, yeah. Anyways, gosh, that's good. I got the great Chuck Prophet in the background, if you can hear it. Jesus was a social drink, it's a great tune. I find Chuck Prophet to be an interesting artist because on the same album you're going to find, and it doesn't matter what album you choose, you can pick up any Chuck Prophet album, and you're going to find poignant, you're going to find social issues, and you're going to find irreverence, and you might even find more. You're going to find everything in between. But on every album, you really can't put them in a box. You know, I've seen them classified as alternative country, as blues, as American roots, and there really isn't one solid category to put them in. I would probably put them in that American roots category because it accompanies some of that other. But that's what I find interesting, you know, is that you play any Chuck Prophet album you want, you're going to find poignant, you're going to find social issues, and then you're going to find irreverence, and sometimes all in the same song. Another artist very similar to that style, maybe not the sound, but that songwriting style or ability is Alejandro Escovedo. Is another one I find like that. You really just can't put him in one particular box. So I don't want this thing, I don't want much more ice, much more water melting in here, because I feel like I got it perfect. I'm getting a lot of sweetness right away from this thing. So I'm curious what she's going to do neat. I don't know if I'm getting those sugars because I've got that right amount of water in there. Because this is very, very sweet, I'm here to tell you. But again, I'm not getting those dark brown sugar notes that all bourbons will give me. And I didn't mention this earlier. Sometimes you'll get caramel or toffee, and what I mentioned was raw sugar and honey. And you'll get some very, very, very light caramel notes here. But for me, I get mostly that raw sugar and honey, but a little bit of that caramel. But a very, very light caramel. Whereas in some deeper bourbons, you get that, you know, that very dark, you know, burnt sugar caramel note.
the sun's burning down on the pavement.
Money in the bank, I ain't gonna save it.
Jenna come by, hope she makes it.
Chuck from the late 90s. He's evolved a lot over the years. I'm just a fan. I got a message from some folks that have watched some of my live videos, and I'm not going to mention their names, but they had sent me a message thanking me for introducing them to Chuck Prophet. They weren't familiar until they watched my videos, so I felt, you know, I mean, when I can show somebody some music, man, I feel good about that. Chuck's a great musician. I say Chuck like we're best friends. We've never... Chuck and I go way back. I just love his songwriting. I love that storytelling style. And I love it more the older I get. Damn flies. Anyways, I digress. Cheers. So I poured one of those bottles into this Woodford Reserve glass, as you can see there. Oh wow! See, that's a whole different animal right there. Wow. So it does change quite a bit with that ice. I gotta tell you. I mean, it's not unusual, but yeah, some don't have that great a difference between one and the other. But here, the body's quite different on the nose. So here I feel deeper toffee notes right away on the nose, whereas there all I got was what I was getting foremost was the oak right away. But I'm getting deep toffee notes, a lot of vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon. There's certainly smoke, but that's what I'm getting a lot of. A lot of toffee came out at me right away. I'm also getting some raisin notes. Wow, so yeah, it's very sweet too. Although I will tell you, here, neat, I get those big sugars right away, but I do feel more toffee notes than I did there. I'm feeling more toffee than when I had on the rocks. I was feeling more raw sugar and honey. Here I feel those big toffee notes. Maybe a light brown sugar, just a tiny hint of molasses there. And again, I get a hint of maple. And again, there's a lot of cinnamon on the back end, man. You know, a lot of cinnamon, hot tamale cinnamon on the back end with a whole lot of oak. But yeah, there's a lot of lingering cinnamon, maybe a hint of allspice. You might even feel a slightest notion of ginger in there as well. I should have bought more. I mean, they had because I'm sure that's all they had left. They had the display out there, and they were 5 for $5. So I thought about buying 15 of them, you know, which would give me a $7.50 for about $10 less than buying the big bottle. I may have to go back and see if they've got any left, because these are pretty amazing. Damn flies, they weren't much. There were just a couple of them when I first started. Now there's a million of them down here. So I think I'm going to head inside. I want to come out here and do one. Gosh, that is pretty good. Yeah, I wasn't sure, you know. I'm not always a fan of these. I hate to use the word novelty, but I don't really know what else to use. I mean, these label bourbons, these label whiskeys, right? You know, Fistful of Bourbon. It's clever. You know, a blend. You know, it's basically somebody. You know, it's not a distillery usually. It's just a label whiskey, right? I like to call label whiskeys. Yeah. So I'm not always a fan. I'm always a little bit leery, you know, when you have these gimmick kind of whiskeys. Or novelty, maybe. I don't know which is the best word to use, but I gotta be honest with you, this stuff is really good. It is worth the $25 if that's all it is available to you. But at $1, oh man, at $1 a little bottle, holy shit biscuits, it's good. Holy shit biscuits, this is damn tasty. Yeah, it's good, man. Yeah, there's no burn to speak of, 90 proof. Up front or on the back end. It is spicy, spicier than I expected. Yeah, a lot of big spice notes. Again, a whole lot of cinnamon, but if you are attuned to spice, you might pick up some allspice. Again, so you might pick up some clove. I get a little bit of ginger too. Oh, man. Oh, fuck biscuits and gravy. That's good, man. Damn it. All of a sudden, they just start coming at me. They made it personal, man. So anyways, I digress. Gosh, that is good. Nice, big, oaky, woody finish. Oh, cheese biscuits and gravy, that's good. I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist. Pull up a whiskey drink and prepare wisdom, man. Killing Machine, the Great Chuck Prophet. I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist. Pull up a whiskey drink and prepare wisdom, all around good guy. Cheers.